A Champaign man found one strange fish at Kaufman Lake.
This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible.
Of all the things scientists have messed up, they messed up animals the most. They invaded their territories, captured them alive, and recorded some really insane footage.
Holy.
And you got lucky, because all of this has been gathered in this video. From strange hybrids to mysterious creatures lurking in the depths. Hang on for the unbelievable things caught by scientists that will leave you shocked. Beached beast. Can you imagine strolling along a Hawaiian beach only to come across a creature from ancient history? Well, this is not just imagination. It actually happened. On January 21st, 2009, beachgoers noticed something massive near the shore. This made them curious, so they moved closer and were left in disbelief. There, lying motionless on the sand, was a gigantic Megalodon, a predator thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago. It was lifeless and still. The sight of this massive beast left everyone stunned. Unsure of what to do, they immediately called local authorities and marine experts to investigate. When the experts arrived, they examined the Megalodon, trying to unravel the mystery of how such a massive creature ended up on the beach. Strange visitors. Next up, while fishing in the deep waters of the Mariana Trench, a man had quite the surprise. As he cast his line, he noticed some peculiar creatures swimming nearby. That thing had a really fierce look that screamed, "Predator!" These unusual species drew closer as their eyes fixated on his bait. Now that is a very unexpected audience. The man became curious and a little cautious, but he continued fishing while keeping an eye on these fascinating beings. They looked rare, almost like mutated versions of familiar fish, but definitely with an edge that hinted that they were not safe to be around. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments below. Coral-covered wonder. A curious kid was wandering through the bright exhibits of a Dubai aquarium when he spotted a creature that looked a bit scary. With its big head and sharp teeth, it definitely had a wild look. But the coolest part? Its head was covered in colorful coral reefs, making it really stand out in the tank. To top it off, a soft light glowed from the side of its body, which added an extra touch of mystery. It felt like a mini adventure right there in the aquarium. Excitedly, he rushed to share what he found with his family. Ancient predator sighted. Here's a story that will make you rethink the depths of our oceans. During a deep-sea survey near Molokai, marine biologists spotted a blunt-nosed six-gill shark at a depth of 1,000 meters.
Okay, still in the belly,
Yeah.
Now that is some crazy depth, right? This species is believed to be older than the dinosaurs. Six-gill is a powerful predator, rarely seen in its natural habitat.
When she rolls over the... Oh! Wow!
Dr. Dean Grubbs from FSU Marine Lab had tagged these sharks before, but only after bringing them to the surface. Using 2 red laser dots for measurement, the team estimated this shark to be 18 feet long. This is such an exciting discovery, offering scientists a rare glimpse into the behavior of this ancient oceanic creature. Such deep-sea giants are mostly hidden in the depths. Tales of the deep. You must have heard of sailor stories about the legendary sea monsters that they whispered about long ago. Back in the days of wooden ships and star navigation, the sea was a world of mystery and adventure. These massive beings were said to be so huge that they could easily overturn a ship. Among the most famous was the Leviathan, a serpent-like monster mentioned in ancient texts. As sailors gathered around their campfires at night, they shared these thrilling tales, embellishing them with each retelling. To them, these monsters felt as real as the stars above which guided them on the water. Even today, The legends of these sea giants seem very real, and after the videos we have seen today, it's hard to ignore these stories as just hearsay. Ship Surprice. Cruise ship tourists in the Atlantic got more than just ocean views when a massive shark began circling their boat. What's exciting about this video is that its huge size had everyone buzzing and asking, could this actually be a Megalodon?
Holy.
The giant creature swam slowly around, drawing comparisons to the legendary predator that supposedly vanished millions of years ago. After 6 weeks of uneventful sailing, this unexpected sighting had everyone on board wondering. When you think about it, no shark is that big. Maybe it could be a whale, but those aren't really found in these waters. So, what's your take on this? Drop a comment below. Brazil's coastline? Brazil has seen its share of sharks along its coastline, but believe me, nothing like this. In 2013, during stormy weather, the Brazilian Coast Guard was pulling up a chain when one of the crew spotted something truly unsettling. It was a massive shadow moving beneath the water. This was no ordinary shark. I mean, just look at it. It seems to be around 60 to 70 feet in length. It is much, much larger than any other spark out there. As the giant shape slowly passed under the boat, some wondered, could it be a Megalodon? It could also be a giant whale for all we know, but we cannot tell for sure. What do you think it is? A stunning underwater discovery. Just this year, researchers were exploring the South Pacific near the Simone Passage when they made an amazing discovery at a depth of 1,260 meters. They captured footage of a fascinating squid, which measured about 75 centimeters long. It boasted large photophores on the tips of its arms. These special organs glow, creating stunning bioluminescence. And what's even more amazing is that this is the largest known in nature. Dr. Jess Kolbus described how the squid interacted with the underwater lander, making the experience feel like a magical light show from the ocean depths. With 8 arms and 2 longer tentacles, this squid expertly catches prey like fish and crustaceans, using its sharp, beak-like mouth for efficient eating. Beyond their unique biology, squid play a crucial role in marine ecosystems and are a beloved food source across many cultures. What a reminder of the wonders lurking beneath the waves. Sea unicorn. Have you ever seen a giant sea unicorn? I hope you didn't think those exist in just cartoons. While diving off the coast of New Zealand, 2 divers came across a huge creature floating gracefully in the water. It was a pyrosome, which is an incredible colony made up of tiny animals called zooids. Although these fascinating creatures sometimes get caught in fishing nets, spotting one this size is a rare treat. As the divers approached, the pyrosome sparkled under the sunlight, creating a really beautiful sight. They circled around it, stunned by its impressive length. Each zooid is a clone, and together they form a large jelly-like structure that can grow up to an astonishing 60 feet long. They are often nicknamed sea unicorns. Pyrosomes can glow in the dark, putting on a magical bioluminescent display. These gentle giants drift through the ocean, filtering plankton from the sea as they move with the currents. I am sure you didn't think a sea unicorn would look like this, right? A glowing mystery. Back in 2002, researchers on a routine ROV expedition near Sanriku, Japan were observing a squid when something unusual caught their eye. It was a glowing object drifting by in the background, and believe me, it was quite massive. This strange bright glow wasn't just typical bioluminescence. Its size and movement hinted at something much bigger, lurking farther in the depths. At first, they thought it might just be a trick of the light, but the object's brightness and motion were hard to ignore. It seemed alive and didn't seem like they were just normal organisms. What could it be? Even the researchers have no idea. Isn't it fascinating? The ocean really holds many mysteries that I have lost count now. 30-meter skeleton. In 2017, a worker from an oil and gas company was using a remotely controlled underwater vehicle to photograph familiar sections of the seafloor. During the process, he came across something strange, a massive spine measuring about 30 meters, 98 feet long. Although he was well versed in the local marine creatures, he couldn't figure out what animal could have left behind such a large skeleton. This discovery intrigued scientists, oceanographers, and marine biologists alike. The spine was 4 times longer than that of the largest known oarfish, one of the biggest bony fish in the ocean. The find has led to questions about whether it belonged to a species yet to be identified or one that was thought to be extinct. Black ghost shark emerges. Ever wondered what lurks nearly 2,000 meters beneath the ocean's surface? These scientists from some agency found out when they set up a baited camera, hoping to lure in some deep-sea creatures. As the light pierced the pitch-black depths, something incredible happened. A black ghost shark glided into view. It was probably drawn by the irresistible scent of the bait. Whether you are a shark in the deep sea or a human in Texas, there is no ignoring food. But even in these food-scarce waters, this rare sighting was a true spectacle. Its sleek, shadowy form was truly amazing. I would really like to pet it, if it allows, of course. Fish with horns. Ever seen a fish with horns? Take a moment to be amazed now with this next video. Residents in Florida spotted a strange creature gliding through their local river. It had a fish-like body, a large pig-like mouth, and odd horn-like features on its head. If that is not a mutant, I really don't know what is. This mysterious creature quietly fed on sea plants as it drifted along. Some locals think it could be a mutant or an undiscovered species, sparking curiosity amongst everyone. It doesn't seem risky, but so did the box jellyfish, you know. So, it's best to stay clear. Unworldly fish. Do you have one of those moments that makes you feel like you're in a movie? That's exactly what a security guard at the Dubai Aquarium experienced during his shift. While keeping an eye on the cameras, he spotted a bizarre fish in the water, looking like it had just swum in from another planet. Its scales were sparkled under the lights, creating a beautiful glow. Before the guard could analyze it, the weird creature vanished into the depths of the tank. Surprisingly, most of the staff did not know what it was, and where it came from. Isn't that weird? Legend returns. Ever wondered if the giant predator, the Megalodon, is still lurking deep in the ocean? Well, a group of marine biologists may have stumbled upon the answer. While observing sea life in the Pacific, they placed a cage underwater, equipped with a camera, hoping to capture footage of some common ocean creatures. And what they captured actually left them speechless. It was a massive 60-foot-long shark circling the cage. Its sheer size and features matched the description of a megalodon. That is interesting because that apex predator is believed to have vanished millions of years ago. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Calm day turns chaotic. Do you ever go to the beach but something like weather ruins the day for you? Well, that's kind of what happened on Australia's coast, which quickly became the talk of the beach. The calm ocean suddenly began to ripple in a strange, continuous way, as if something huge was stirring beneath the waves. Without warning, a giant creature came up from the water, and it clutches a massive shark in its jaws. In seconds, the predator devoured its catch and disappeared, leaving nothing but splashes and stunned beachgoers. Just look at the size of that thing. Many on Reddit believe this is not a real video, but why are so many people reacting to it then? They all can't be paid actors now, can they? That is something to wonder about. Unseen creatures. Next up, we have this group of fishers who made an eerie discovery deep underwater while hauling in their nets. From the video, we can see that a mysterious creature stayed completely still. Just look at the strange shapes and features. They are unlike anything I have ever seen. Was it a rare species or something entirely new from the ocean's uncharted depths? Considering we know very little about our oceans, we cannot say for sure. This sight has left me uneasy. As they sailed back to shore, the crew couldn't stop discussing the bizarre encounter. I mean, who would? Strange crab. It's not every day you come across a crab the size of a bulldozer frozen solid at the ocean's floor, right? But that's exactly what a group of scuba divers discovered during their deep-sea exploration. The enormous crab appeared to be petrified. Just look at its massive legs and bulky body unmoving. It's like an ancient relic. The divers swam around it, shining their lights to inspect its incredible features. How long had this giant been resting here, untouched by the outside world? They snapped photos of the mysterious creature and shared them with scientists, hoping to recover and study this. However, there has been no news on it. Maybe the government is trying to hide something from us? What do you think? China's shore surprise. In China, a bizarre creature was found near the shore, and locals used a pulley to lift it out of the water. Unfortunately, it wasn't alive when they got close. Some thought it was a giant fish, while others believed it resembled a dragon. But a dragon in water? Well, considering Chinese dragons are strongly associated with water, maybe it's not so far-fetched after all. With their deep-rooted history in Chinese culture, the sheer size and strange shape of this creature had everyone captivated. Dragon of the Deep. Here is another dragon surprise. Spotting a marine iguana underwater is like encountering a real-life sea dragon. While diving in the ocean, a scuba diver had a rare and thrilling run-in with this fascinating creature found only in the Galapagos Islands. These iguanas, growing up to 170 centimeters and weighing around 15 kilos, are covered in dense scales with a ridge of horn-like plates along their backs. With powerful legs and long tails, they glide through the water to feed on seaweed. The diver was pretty fascinated at their ability to stay submerged for up to an hour, conserving oxygen by redirecting blood flow. And their unique method of sneezing out salt? Well, just another reason why marine iguanas are the true dragons of the sea. Sparkling show in Maldives. Moving on, one night in the Maldives, a couple witnessed this magical sight. Bottlenose dolphins were swimming swiftly through the ocean, leaving glowing trails of bioluminescence in their wake. If you don't know, this bioluminescence is actually organisms that glow in the dark. Just look how beautiful the whole thing is. As they moved, the dolphins seemed to dance across the water, and their graceful movements lit up the sea like stars. Imagine getting to see this live with your own eyes. I would not stop talking about it for years. Rare jellyfish. Off the coast of Australia, a diver had the rare thrill of spotting the elusive spotted box jellyfish. This jellyfish is so scarce that it's only been seen twice before, which makes this encounter truly special. The diver captured a mesmerizing video and shared it on Facebook. The jellyfish, which was about the size of a soccer ball, swam through the water. Its clear body was beautifully decorated with rings, and its striped tentacles trailed behind like ribbons. I swear, I have never seen something so beautiful. Inside, there is a bright red organ, which is likely its stomach. But don't take it lightly, because this jellyfish packs enough poison to seriously affect anyone. The sea angel. Have you ever heard of the sea angel? In the chilly waters of the northern seas, this charming little creature, scientifically known as Cleone limacina, makes its home. Measuring just 3 to 5 centimeters, it's a fascinating descendant of an ancient snail that traded land for a life in the ocean. Instead of crawling, this little wonder has transformed its walking leg into delicate wings, which allow it to swim through icy depths. With gentle flaps, it swims smoothly, almost like it's flying. What's even more fascinating is its nearly transparent body, which gives you a peek at the muscle fibers in its wings and tiny fat droplets that serve as energy reserves. Watching a sea angel is like witnessing a tiny dancer in the water, and if you look closely, you can even spot its little heart beating. How can nature be this beautiful? The Giant Orish. Ever seen a fish that's so big that it looks like it belongs in a storybook? Well, divers off the coast of Taiwan had a similar encounter with a giant oarfish. Let me tell you something interesting about this creature. Oarfish are often believed to signal upcoming earthquakes. This shiny silverfish was seen floating near the surface. It has such mysterious holes in its body. In this footage, you can see the divers circling around this magnificent creature. They were clearly in awe of its long, elegant form. No other fish in the sea is built like this. One daring diver even reached out to touch the oarfish. Anyone who saw this video assumed that those holes looked like evidence of a close call with a predator. Perhaps a shark that tried to have a taste but ultimately didn't succeed. Headless chicken monster. Next up, you won't believe what they found in the icy waters of Antarctica. A marine biologist recently filmed a rare sighting of the headless chicken monster. Yes, that's its real name, and it was drifting through the depths of Antarctica. This marks only the second time this strange sea cucumber has ever been seen, and it's the first in these freezing waters. Despite its bizarre nickname, this sea cucumber is quite a sight to behold. It has a translucent body and delicate tentacles that gently float along the ocean floor. It's almost like a ghostly dancer. Captured with a cutting-edge camera system, this footage is more than just cool. It's helping scientists monitor ocean health and determine safe fishing areas. Odd as it looks, this jelly-like creature plays a crucial role by filtering water as it moves, contributing to a healthier ecosystem. What a strange but essential part of the underwater world. Dinosaur-era fossil. Ever seen a creature that looks like it stepped right out of the dinosaur age? If not, well, you are in for a big surprise. In the twilight zone of the Pacific Ocean, researchers encountered something that seemed like an ancient predator lurking in the depths. This mysterious being had lizard-like features and sharp teeth that could easily snatch up smaller sea life, giving it a prehistoric vibe. Its unique appearance gives a hint that it is partly a dinosaur and a little bit like a lizard. The features really make it feel like a living fossil from a long-lost era. What an unusual discovery, right? Carolina Loch Ness. Did North Carolina just get its own Loch Ness monster? A strange sea creature recently surfaced off the coast of North Carolina. Daniel Griffey, who is a local from the place, managed to capture the brief moment on video, saying, "It looked like we were seeing a dinosaur."
Quick, and I said, "Oh my gosh, it was kind of like we saw a dinosaur."
After all, Nessie is a descendant of dinosaurs. The footage quickly went viral, with comparisons to the legendary Loch Ness monster flooding in. While the true identity of the creature remains a mystery, the eerie resemblance to Nessie has sparked plenty of excitement and speculation among locals, and also on Reddit. If it was actually Nessie, that means this legendary creature has spread outside of Scotland. A mesmerizing jellyfish. In the deep waters of Japan, marine biologists came across this beautiful sight. It was an unusual jellyfish-like creature. And when I say unusual, I don't mean like a box jellyfish. This weird jellyfish's clear, white body sparkled softly in the dim ocean light, making it stand out in the darkness. It has long, flowing tentacles trailing gracefully behind. And the way it swims in water so gracefully, I can just tell it is very different from others. What could it be? Scientists have not given it a name yet because they don't know much about the species. Maybe you can suggest one. So go ahead and drop one in the comments below. Vanishing being. Moving on, we have this weird animal that can vanish into the sand. In August 2010, researchers in Japan's Sagami Bay captured footage of a mysterious predator that made vanishing so easy, like it comes natural to it. With glowing eyes and a sandy-colored body, this sneaky sea dweller blended so perfectly into the ocean floor, it was nearly invisible. And when an unsuspecting animal swam by, it struck with lightning speed, showing just how swift and quick it can be at preying. What a great way to hunt your prey right! Big Fin Squid. If you are from down south, you have probably heard of the magna pinna, or big fin squid. In 2007, this rare deep-sea creature was spotted in the Gulf of Mexico, about 1.5 miles beneath the surface. It is said to only surface once or twice a year, and the reason for these visits are still unknown to humans. It has massive fin-like structures waving, and its long, elbow-shaped arms trailing behind. It looked straight out of movie. It just does not seem real, but believe me, it is very natural. The video was captured by a remotely operated vehicle. The squid glided just above the ocean floor, using its arms to feel around for food. The thing stretched between 5 to 23 feet long. This makes the magna pinna a true deep-sea mystery. And what's amazing is that it's seen only a handful of times in the world's oceans. A glowing fish. This next video is an experience this diver will never forget. When she went in the water for a deep sea dive, this beautiful, colorful creature was captured in the camera swimming really close to the diver. This spiral-shaped fish really does seem like it is out of this world. To be honest, this thing should be named Sea Unicorn. This wasn't just any fish. It had a butterfly-like face and glowing antennas that sparkled in the sunlight. The diver was really intrigued, and the fisherman moved closer to get a better look. The fish's body shimmered with bright colors, creating stunning patterns in the water that felt like a scene from an underwater dream. A new jellyfish discovery. For the first time ever, researchers have identified a brand new jellyfish species called Duobrachia sparksii. I really don't know how to pronounce that properly, so I will call it a small, jelly-like wonder. This jellyfish belongs to the Ctenophore family, also known as comb jellies. In April 2015, a team from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration was exploring an underwater canyon when they came across this special jellyfish. As they filmed, the researchers were captivated by how gracefully this little creature swam through the ocean. It proved that the depths still hold amazing surprises waiting to be discovered. Alien sea creature. In the deep waters of the Indian Ocean, remotely operated vehicles, ROV, dove down to about 3,753 feet near a drilling site. As it explored, it captured stunning footage of a strange creature swimming in the dark. If you look at it, it looks like a sign. The figure has a really weird structure and is completely black, which makes it seem like it's from outer space. I mean, how can it even swim in the water like that? Suddenly, it changed shape and started swimming like a jellyfish in the end. It really is so beautiful. This just might be my favorite jellyfish because black is my favorite color. Deep blob. Explorers at a staggering depth of 6,000 feet came across this creature that could only be described as a blob. It was floating in the dark water. The video showed that its black, wobbly body looked like it had never seen the surface before. As the underwater team observed this mysterious being, they noticed its several little hands reaching out, almost as if it were trying to grab something. The divers watched closely as the blob moved slowly through the deep sea, like it was unbothered by its surroundings. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This fishing trip really took a wild turn. While casting their lines in the deep ocean, a group of fishermen encountered a giant creature that slammed into their boat, rocking it side to side. As they scrambled to speed away, the massive creature broke the surface. It had sharp teeth. Its long, strange tongue flicked out, adding to its predator-like appearance. Now that is a really breathtaking and chilling experience. Outro, see you next time.